It is 11:20, October 15th. A lot later than I wanted to. I'm going on a 2-day trip upstream, trying to get to a certain island. If I make it, I will stay on this island. It's been raining the last few days, so the river is super slow. Stayed up way too late. Had too good of a time, woke up too late. I wanted to already be on the river for an hour or so by now, but that's okay, that's life. And I got the kayak all the way down to the river. Now it's time to load my bags and be on the way. I'm moving slow this morning. Stretched, loaded, double-checked everything, triple-checked everything. I don't want to be stuck out here without my thing I need, whatever it is at that moment. Getting in this kayak just instantly reminds me how much faster it is than the wilderness system with one, and how much more glide it has. And how tippy it is too. But noon, launching at noon here, which is a terrible time to get on the river if you're trying to make it 6 miles upstream. I do love this boat. It's going to be fun no matter what. And like I said earlier, if I don't camp tonight, if I don't make it anywhere, I'll just turn around. I do have a headlamp, so make up some miles here. Sometimes I'll check the map after a half an hour of solid paddling, and then I can kind of estimate how far I can go. I think I'm going to do that after an hour today because I'm feeling a little rough, and there's a lot of trees down at had to slow down quite a few times to get around new trees that have fresh leaves on them that are down. So I don't know if something happened. We did get some wind with this storm came through here. I'm glad we got a lot of rain because it's low in a few areas too. Another thing is these new gloves I bought suck. I'm sure they're really good for gardening or whatever, like what they say they are for. But there's like too much material, and if you don't grab the paddle like completely firmly, you can't let your hands slip around the paddle like it should. But in an hour when I do my map distance check, I'll switch them out. It's not that cold out here either. Once I got out of that field where I launched, the wind died down. It is a beautiful day. The sun just keeps wanting to come out, but it's not going to. I'll turn the camera on if it does, because there's just some beautiful areas around here.
It's been so long. It's so good to see you, my old friends. Good to have you back here once again. What I've waited for, to fill this emptiness with song. And now you're here and there is music everywhere. And if you listen, you will hear. It's been so long. It's good to have you back where you belong. I hope we'll be together from now on. A brighter day is dawn. And push the dark clouds far away. The summer's here and now my love is here to stay. I thought about you every day. It's been so long. Thought that it was more than I could bear. I couldn't find the answer anywhere. The time is passing by. The future won't reveal its hand. Every precious moment's all we ever
Stop here.
own.
It's been about an hour and a half. Really trying to take more breaks. It seems to be working because I'm not hurting my leg and my back doesn't hurt. So that's really good. Making good time too. I got into a straighter part of the river, but more trees are down. It's a little narrower. And a lot of new trees are down since the last time I've been through here. It's slowing me down. May not make it, I don't know. Who cares? This is a great day out here, having a blast. Really nice temperature too. Cool enough where you can really paddle hard if you want to without breaking a sweat. Well, I'm stretched out. I'm gonna get back on the river. So here we are at the Tompkins Bridge access site. I've launched here a few times upstream. So past here is pretty much open ground for finding the best camping spot. I've paddled for about 3.5 hours, a couple breaks here and there. I feel good. I feel good, and the kayak's treating my body good. I've already burned through one GoPro battery, so should be a lot of fun footage to review. And it looks like we're gonna make it since this is a landmark. We should make it to the area in about 2 hours. I feel good. Oh no, that feels good. I feel good. Sure has been awesome here. I'm having a blast. We're having a blast. I do love this boat. Been paddling a long time. I think I'll have a little snack. What should I have? Maybe, how about a snack on the run? That should be good. Well, we found an island. And I'm just gonna hang out here a little bit and kind of see if I hear anything or see anything. But it's definitely an island. I hear some gunshots in the distance. And there's a farmer's field over here. It just looks like a barn in a field with nothing growing in it. Yeah, check this spot out. Very nice, very nice. And so that points west. So if there's any, the sun was shining earlier. So I have my solar charger out charging my other GoPro battery. And yeah, I'll check back in with you after I just certify that this is okay. After a hard day of paddling, first thing you gotta do is set up your chair. I treat myself to shoes and socks instead of just wearing the neoprene all weekend. Get back to comfy wool socks and tennis shoes. That's what I do every time I start camping. Set up the chair. Well, first is I hide the boat and then set up the chair. Then set up the tent. Then when it gets really dark, I'll make a fire and make some dinner. Oh no, that feels good. It has just been a great weather day. It acted like it wanted to rain a couple times. It never did. And the sun was out at least 2 hours. Great campsite. Grilling my garbanzo beans over the fire with the river flowing by. Paradise. Got the tent set up. Found my sunglasses in the tent, rolled up. I guess I was leaving hastily from my camp 2 weeks ago. So I got a nice kind of tucked away spot for the tent. And I'm gonna put the drone up here. It looks like we're getting a sunset and check out the area a little bit. And then when it gets dark, I think we'll have a fire right here and sit by the river. going. And it looks like tonight's feast will be rustic Tuscany garbanzo beans. Oh, it sounds really good. It's got chickpeas and tomato and olive oil sauce with Tuscan style herbs. And look at this fire. It's like a foot from the river. Probably can't see that. After so many miles of paddling upstream today, I am hungry and tired and sore. And these beans are just what I need. I'm breaking away from the regular beans, trying some garbanzo beans this time. Can't describe how amazing this is. Really loving it. It's so quiet, and the folk with Matt Troba is on. And so listen to that, as you can hear. Cooking the beans, and life is good.
You'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness.
Man, perfect dinner, perfect fire, perfect location, and perfect music. I wish you could be here with me. Well, actually, I prefer doing this alone. Amazing night. Wow. Can't wait for tomorrow. Okay, Monday morning, really good. My new mattress is the way to go. A little chilly this morning, upper 30s. Woke up and got a fire going, and we are gonna wake up to smoked herring fillets and canola oil and OMG sauce. Oh my gosh, well I hope it's good. I'm gonna need all that. Spice protein bar. It's supposed to just be windy today. The forecast went from partly sunny to all cloudy, so I'm having a blast. This is super peaceful. Can't hear any road. And we're pretty far away from anything out here. Anyway, I'm gonna get breakfast going.
And you can hear stateside this afternoon at 3 and this evening at 8 o'clock. Support for Michigan Radio comes from UMS.
Hello and welcome to NewsHour. It's coming to you from the BBC World Service with Nuala McGovern in London and me, Tim Franks, in Jerusalem. There are two clocks ticking in Gaza. The clock that is ticking down to what's widely expected to be Israel's major ground offensive into the Palestinian territory. Hundreds of thousands of troops are massed on the frontier of the
Well, sadly, I have to leave this little piece of Michigan paradise here. I'm going to stay here another hour or so. Make sure this fire's out. And take it easy and listen to the radio. I'm going to get dry neoprene socks on and then load stuff up. best campsites in the Grand River, in my opinion. It's funny, why is it always the last campsite you stay on is the best ever? I mean, let's just take another look. The name of my campsite is Roots. I forgot about that. You have less control, especially in a boat this size. You know, this is my big spider on that one. This is my first year with this boat. It was about 5 hours of paddling to get to that campsite. I would have gone 7. That was awesome. Really well worth it. I smell like campfire, mission accomplished. This is the life. Absolutely.
Why don't you please come home? Why don't you please come over tonight? Why don't you please come home? Why don't you please come over tonight? Why don't you please come home? Why don't you please come home? Why don't you stay for dinner tonight? Why don't you please come home? Why don't you stay for dinner tonight? Why don't you please come home? Why don't you stay for dinner tonight? Me and the kids hoping maybe you might. Why don't you please come home?
Stop here to stretch the legs.
Why don't you sleep in your own bed tonight? Why don't you please come home? Why don't you sleep in your own bed tonight? Why don't you please come home? Why don't you sleep in your own bed tonight? Genji, you don't have to leave when it's light. Why don't you please come home?
All right, made it back safe. Tired. It was a workout getting through those trees. It was pretty fun. I am whooped though. Whooped. My car's still there. Woo! Hey, what a great boat this is. It is tough. It is brute. It's a brute. It's speed demon. And it carries a lot of stuff. I could have brought some more stuff, like water. One more bottle of water would have been perfect. Some fruit. Tastier food, I guess. I mean, herring for breakfast was delicious as usual, especially cooked over the fire. And start carrying this stuff up to the car. It's been a great trip.